Hi, and welcome to your Humber News Update. I'm Catherine Ellsworth, coming to you from our newsroom here at Humber College North Campus. Here's what we're working on at this hour. Queen's University is under scrutiny for a costume party where undergrad students wore what's being called racist and culturally degrading outfits. Photos surfaced from a party on Saturday showing mostly white students wearing racially stereotypical costumes. A statement from Queen's principal, Danielle Wolf, says an event that degrades, mocks, or marginalizes a group of people is unacceptable. The statement says no event of this kind would be sanctioned by the university's senior administration. He says they are taking the matter seriously and continue to look into it. The Queen's student government has condemned the party as well, saying it was inappropriate and the acts make students uncomfortable. A huge fire is burning in downtown Montreal. It broke out a few hours ago. Black smoke is filling the skies over the city. The fire broke out in a vacant building on Park Street. The fire department says the building is considered dangerous. About 120 firefighters are on the scene. We'll have more details at our news at 2. A political commentator and former White House advisor is warning Canadians that they are not immune to the rising incidents of racism. Van Jones was speaking to journalists last night in Toronto. He says Canadians must be vigilant in standing up to what he's calling a hate wave. Jones coined the expression white lash to describe Donald Trump's victory in the U.S. election. Meanwhile, it appears U.S. President-elect Donald Trump is softening some of the stance he took during the election campaign. During an interview with the New York Times, Trump says there's a connection between human activity and climate change. He previously described global warming as a hoax. Climate change wasn't the only topic on hand during the interview with the Times. He also says he no longer wants to hurt the Clintons and wishes to move on. In the world of sports, the new NHL team and Raptors are heading to Houston. Turning to weather, it's overcast and cold today, getting up to a high of 2 degrees. We'll have more sports and your 3-day weather forecast coming up at 2. But for now, we'll leave you with this. Art collectors in Asia are getting their first chance to get their hands on some very famous paintings. For the first time, a collection of prominent Western artists will be up for auction at a private sale in Hong Kong. International auction house Christie's has organized the sale of works of Picasso, Van Gogh, Monet, and Warhol. The collection is the first private sale by an auction house in Asia. That's your 12 o'clock update. We'll be back with more Humber News at 2.